What's up everybody, I'm Gooshy. Today we're going to be going over how to get infinite heals, which will make it literally impossible for you to die. As always, we'll be going over what armor set you need, as well as all the charms to make this happen. I wanted to give a big shout out to Jonathan, who initially pointed this idea out to me. As you can see from the gameplay in the background, I could literally stand still in front of all these enemies while getting hit, but since I'm gaining resolve faster than I'm using it, I'm able to spam the healing as many times as I want. And this is basically how the build works. So, to maximize our resolve gains, we'll be using the Kensei armor. This will give us a 30% increase to resolve gains. We'll also pair that with two charms that focus on giving you more resolve. The first is the Charm of Silence. When fully upgraded, it will increase resolve gains by a massive amount, which should be an extra 30%. If you want to know how I got those percentage numbers, I'd recommend checking out my stat modifier video, where I go over all the percentages for minor, moderate, major, and massive, which I'll link a card here. And the Charm of Resolve 2, which will give increase to resolve gains by 25%, bringing our total amount of resolve gains up to 85%. The next charm that we absolutely need, and brings this whole build together, is the Charm of Fortunate Return. This states that abilities that use resolve have a 15% chance to refund one resolve. Currently, there are 2 available in the game, bringing our chance to refund 1 resolve up to 30%. Then, with using 2 Charms of Fortune, which states that effects with a percent chance to occur are 50% more likely to occur, this will double our chance to proc Fortunate Return, bringing our final chance to refund 1 resolve up to 60%. The best thing about this build is that healing actually counts as an ability. So, when you proc Fortunate Return, instead of refunding 1 resolve with the 85% boost to resolve gains, it actually gives you 1.85 bars of resolve. So most of this gameplay has been on hard mode. However, when you bump it up to lethal, since enemies inflict more than half of your health and damage, you do tend to lose more resolve than you gain. So this doesn't completely break the game, but realistically if you're fighting back against enemies, you'll also be getting resolve when you get kills. As another option, instead of focusing on resolve gains, you can instead focus on amount of health healed. So I changed the Charm of Silence and the Charm of Resolve with the Charm of Divine Healing 2, which will have you heal an additional 30% when you're below 50% health, and the Charm of Wellbeing 2, which will give you an additional 15% health while healing. For those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you might find this build a little familiar, and that's because it's exactly the same build as the Infinite Heavenly Strike build. And in this video I just wanted to let you guys know another useful mechanic from this build, which I'm calling it right now the best build in the game. The fact that Fortunate Return can be used offensively with Heavenly Strike and defensively to have infinite amount of heals while not relying on equipment so that you could also use it within duels makes this build applicable in any situation. With that, that's everything you need to know on how to get infinite amount of heals. When New Game Plus drops, I'll be testing out new builds as well, and just maybe we'll find a build that tops even this one. With that, I'll leave the gameplay rolling. Thank you guys for watching, hope to catch you in the next one, and GG.